Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Intab Campus Care Presents Debate Competition. So, today's topic is Art as a Meaning of Self Expression and Discovery. Art is a meaning of self expression and can help a person convey emotions that are difficult to verbalize. Various forms of expressive arts can tap different sensory modalities, aiding processes of events and relaxing the mind and the body itself. In general, art can be used by anyone to unwind, de-stress, and to increase self-awareness. So let's see what our students have to talk about it. Who'd like to start off, guys?
Yeah.
Sure, Vita, please go on.
So, good evening to everyone present here. Myself, Vardhan Chadha, and today I'll be telling my views on the topic expressing yourself through art. Every day is like a blank canvas. You can paint it any way you want it. You can draw black clouds, you can make the sun shine, color in a rainbow, or use black and white. Open up your eyes and your imaginations. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of healthy ways to express myself, and most often it showed through negative behavior. And I realized when I was able to do art, I found myself feeling calm and able to let go of things that I had bottled up mentally. As humans, we can control everything that happens in life, but we can control what we do in art. So take advantage of it. While expressing your own creativity is beneficial to us in more ways than one, art can go deeper than many ways people realize. Art can be about more than just being crafty. It can be about self discovery, self esteem, empowerment, and emotional release. Now, let's talk about self discovery. Creating art can help to unravel many layers, and more you unravel, the deeper your understanding of yourself gets, and can help you to realize things that have been hiding in your subconscious mind. In the long run, this can help you to envision a beautiful life you want based on your own individual needs, wants, and wishes. Second, self esteem. When you make art and watch the process from start to finish, it can help you to gain a feeling of self accomplishment, which can be valuable in improving your confidence and self appreciation. If expressing yourself through creating artwork can make you feel about, why yourself not give it a try? And third, emotional release. Art can give you a wealthy space to express and let go of your feelings and fears in a very unique way. Sometimes we all struggle with expressing our emotions in a healthy way through words. Creating many different forms of art has been a positive outlet for me personally to go of negative emotions and express myself without needing words. And I hope that it can be something that helps you too. Thank you.
Thank you
Ma'am,
so much, Vardhan. So, do we have anybody who'd like to add to him, guys?
ma'am,
Yes,
mm,
Garima, please go on.
so ma'am, I totally agree with Vardhan's point, and I'd like to add on to that. So, good evening to one and all present here. I am Garima from Euro International School, and today I'll be speaking on the topic art as a means of self-expression and self-discovery. Art helps people convey their emotions which words fail to do so. Some emotions and feelings are hard to verbalize. Some thoughts we don't say out loud. So, what can we do with them? Art promotes the development of people's cognitive abilities, along a knack to come up with the creative solutions to everyday problems. Children can excel and grow into passionate individuals as they venture into the domains of arts. When an artist attempts to express self feeling through their art, a special emotion is evoked. If the art comes from deep within, the therapeutic benefits of artistic activities come in many forms. Hands on tasks can soothe our minds, they offer a healthy form of escape, and such tasks can free up our unconscious minds. Normally, our brain is a fast of beta waves, but as we grow up in flow, our brain waves slow to an alpha state, the same as our daydreaming and meditation mode, where we slip from thought to thought easily. Art is not something which is newly found. It has been a subject of human interest throughout the history as a species, using pictures, stories, dances, chants, and healing rituals. So I'm just going to keep it short and crisp and tell you that art is a meaning of self-expression and discovery. Art has no boundaries. You can do whatever you want and be whatever you want to be in future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Garima. Very well spoken. So, guys, for the viewers, I hope you guys know that the winner will be judged on the basis of votes and our team's judgment only. So, to vote for your favorite participant in the live chat, you just have to write down their name. For example, there are votes for like vote for Vardhan. Similarly, you can vote for your favorite participant. All right, guys, who would like to go next?
Aside the speech, I would say that art is simply in everything we do in our daily life, whether it is from playing something or while studying or everything. The way you do the thing is an art. The way you work is an art, basically. So art is hidden in everything that you do in your daily life.
Thank you, Arav. So, is there anybody else who'd like to add to him, guys? All right. So, is there anybody who hasn't, spoke? Mehak, would you like to speak something, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Please go on.
Good evening to one and all present here. I'm Mehek Kushwaha from Euro International School, and today I will be speaking on the topic Art is a mean of self expression and self discovery. What is art? Art is an expression of our thoughts, emotions, intuitions, and desires, but it is even more personal than that. It is about sharing the way we experience the world, which for many is an extension of personality. It is the communication of intimate concepts that cannot be portrayed by words alone. Art comes from the person's creativity, passion, and ideas. It is a way to express our feelings and to make our thoughts visible to others. We can write our thoughts down privately into journals, stories, and poems. But we can go beyond words and express them through paintings, drawings, doodles, and photographs. We can also express art through music, song, and dance. Self expression involves any activity where we can transfer the energy from our thoughts and feelings into another form. And usually, this makes us feel better. When the intent behind our art is self expression, the value in the art becomes emotional benefits. The process we go through to create our art, to transform a mental image into something physical, is a reflection of our thought processes. Art can be used to make our lives more beautiful by looking at and appreciating the small things in life, paying attention to the hidden beauty which we cannot see in our daily lives due to our hectic schedules. Art also captures a moment in time, historical events, social ideas and concepts, and political or social commentary. We can explore new designs, principles, and cultures by manifesting an appreciation for life and its beauty and innovation. Living life to the fullest is a common goal, and it can be possible if we let our guard down and open ourselves towards new adventures and growth. Sometimes people get locked into certain personas and thoughts where the monotony of an average work week hinders the spontaneity, nobility, and imagination. By shaking things up in creative and artistic ways, it paves the way for enlightenment and personal development. Sometimes, when trying new things out, we may find some hidden passion or talent within us.
Thank
First
you.
of all, I would like to ask you that how is art related to appreciating a life?
Through art, we notice the small things in our life, such as we may not notice the beauty in small things, such as Friendship. We may not too much attention to that. We may think that this person is just our friend, but when we think carefully about how much the person has done for us, we will learn the small things which we may not be noticing on a normal basis.
So how appreciating comes in that, and art comes in that. What you just said.
We should learn to appreciate others in our life as well because it is an important part of life to notice those who are around us as well. We're all human beings and we have to live together in this world somehow by cooperating. So it is good if we learn to appreciate and help others so that others can do that for us as well. The same thing goes for respect, it is mutual.
According to me, art is not something that you can wait. Art is something that you have to express. It can be through emotions, or it can be through something that you do. So I don't get it that how appreciating comes under the part of art.
So, I'd like to answer your question. So, when we say appreciate, we don't necessarily mean that we have to praise someone or something like that. We can appreciate their existence too. So, like when you're gifting someone your art piece, which you have made through a very hard work and all, so you are not just praising them, but also making them believe that they're important in your life and respecting them. So, appreciating comes from that and not just praising someone for their deeds. Thank you.
And also, there are some few art related ideas that I'd recommend to help you get started with. The first is tree drawing. Second, design a postcard. Third, past, present, and future self portrait. Um, reasons to be student or to be happy as a student. Fifth, mind map.
So Vardhan, everything you told that sorry, everything you said are the suggestions. Don't you
Yeah.
think that they are all similar to one thing? And that is only that academically based thing.
Well, we have to focus on a particular idea. The topic we are related, that is what we have to speak about. And these all topics can help you think about, and let's get you started first. Then you can motivate yourself to get better at it.
No, do you mean that art? I just mean that art is part of everything we do. It's not just like related to like we draw something or we make something. It's everything we do. The way we do everything in our life is art.
That is what I recommended. Means when we start doing art, we don't know what to do at first. This is what I recommended for you at first to help you get started with.
Okay.
So, Arav, I'd like to ask you a question: that are you against that art is a self expression or discovery, or are you for it? Because your question seemed a bit off.
Everything, yeah, you are right that self-expression and discovery is a part of art only. But what she said was that expressing yourself is an art, whereas the way you express yourself is art. That's what I was trying to highlight.
Yeah, so she's right. Right, art. We can use art for expressing ourselves. So she's definitely right.
Absolutely, guys. I think we all can agree to, what you're all saying. So, do we have anybody else who hasn't, spoken a while? All right. So, how do you define an art? I mean, I'd like to ask everybody here. Vardhan, Garima, Mehek, and Arav. How do you exactly define an art?
Ma'am, I'd
Every
like to
part of the life. Okay.
go on, Arif.
Every part of your life is art. Whatever we do in our daily life, whether it's living, living is also an art. I would say that whatever you do, you are eating or you are doing something, the way you do it, it's all art. Art is the thing that have led us to new discoveries, right? It's an art to discover new things, the way you do it.
All right. Yes, Garima, please go on, beta.
Yeah, so I had the same answer that art is a living. So whenever we do something, it is art. It's not just something that we have to draw with a crayon or a pencil. Art is life, no matter how fragile the times are. Art is a testimony of the human conditions. It encompasses all of our hardships, emotions, decision, and perception towards life and towards ourselves in general.
Thank you, Garima. So, Vardhan and Mehak, would you like to add something or maybe, tell us what do
I would
you
like to add that uh, when it is a form of expressing our thoughts, and emotions as well. It's about sharing the experience that we had, not only with ourselves, but with other people as well. So it is an extension of our personality and communication.
All right. Mehak, beta, would you like to add something?
No, ma'am.
All right. So we have, our own opinions on what an art is, So moving forward, why do you think is it important in our life? For me, art makes my life enjoyable. You can call anything an art. So why do you think that, the group discussion we are having, why art is important in our life? Why is it so much big of a deal?
So, ma'am, I'd like to answer that. As we said that art is a living, so well, sometimes living is also a big thing in general, right? Whenever the times are not good, you can do art.
Yeah.
It'll help you make it enjoyable, or either it'll help you calm your unconscious mind. So it is pretty important in our life, I'd like to say.
Absolutely. So, is there anybody else who'd like to answer my question?
May I?
Yeah, beta, please go on.
Art helps to improve our creativity skills. It can be anything such as cooking, painting, or music. And doing art also gives us joy as we can enjoy the things we are doing without worrying about whether it is perfect or not. We only have to focus on doing it to satisfy and please ourselves. Art also helps to release our stress as we may be facing a few stressful days since we have the pressure of work and studies. So it can also be a way of calming our mood after having a tough day. It also gives us the opportunity to showcase our talent.
Very well. All right. So, we had this topic that art as a as a mean of, self-expression and discovery. So, of course, I guess we have Varsha here. All right. So, how do you explain this in your language? I mean, how do you think it's a mean of, self-expression and discovery? Hi, Varsha. She's still connected. Hi, Varsha. How are you? Can you switch on your camera, please? Oh, she left. All right. So, do we have anybody who'd like to, go on with the topic now?
Could you please repeat your question once?
It wasn't a question, beta. I was just asking somebody, you know, who'd like to. What do you understand by the topic?
So, ma'am, I answer it again.
Please go ahead.
That art gives us a meaning and helps us understand our world and us in general. So, as I've studied, that scientific studies have also proven that art appreciation improves our quality of life and makes us feel good. So when we create art, we elevate our mood, we improve our ability to problem solve and open our minds to new ideas. We become creative and solve our day-to-day problems easily.
Of course, I think, art helps in, serving the rightful means of self-expression and discovery. And a person can understand who they are as an individual. Yes.
Yes, man, I wanted to add that the talent we have is also an art, basically. What which we try to express in front of others that we are good in this is that is also an art, basically.
Absolutely, Ara. So, do we have anybody who'd like to add to his point or maybe, speak something about the topic?
Ma'am, it also showcases the beauty around us. It can comfort you in your own environment,
Yeah.
physically, emotionally, and mentally as well.
Can you give an example?
Like if we take the case of music, uh, it increases it. Sorry, it decreases depression and other mental illnesses as well. So if we take the same example for
Yes.
art, we could also create one or be comfortable in it.
Yes, Ara,
I
we were saying.
agree that music is an art, but that does not make our environment an art. Uh, uh, I would try to correct you.
But he's right. Our environment is also an art. You just said that yourself that living is an art. So we are living in an environment. Isn't environment called an art too?
Living is an art. I said that, but our environment now, right now we are talking about music. The music is an art. The way you express your feelings using music is that is art. But the surroundings, that environment, that is not art at that time. How is that art at that time?
It is art indeed. So as you see, suppose you take builders, they make buildings, engineers, they design buildings. Aren't they using their hard work and talent? Isn't that called an art too?
Yeah,
Everything
I
is an art.
agree with that. But right now, what we are talking about is music.
Yeah, so
What Vardhan said
music
is
is
about
an
I
music.
was just giving an example. That wasn't the topic that we are speaking on. That was just an example to tell you that we could relate it to art.
Okay.
It is not art. We could include it as art, but it was just example. We aren't speaking about music today. We are speaking about art.
Yeah. Hi guys. So we have Ruhika here. Hi Ruhika, can you please switch on your camera, beta?
Yeah, ma'am, my camera is already on.
Beta, you are not visible, but can you try switching it off and then, switch it on again? Maybe that would work.
Now is it okay?
No, you're not visible.
Try to rejoin.
So yeah, we were talking about the form of art. I think music that was you were talking about. Vardhan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, were you done with your part?
Ma'am, I was the music part that I told you,
Yeah.
that I told in the topic, was just given an example about art. We could relate many things like music
Yeah.
for being art. Like we could include dance as art. Everything around us is art. That is what I was trying to say.
Absolutely. Ruhika, can you try switching on your camera now? Yeah, you are visible. Hi, how are you?
Hello. Sorry for the late joining.
It's totally fine, Beta. You can go on with your part. So we were just discussing what we think art is and how important is it in our life.
Yes. Should I speak?
Yeah, Beta, please go on.
So, good evening, everyone. I'm Ruhita from Zero International School. So, um, my thoughts are art helps in expressing our emotions. It affects and reflects our moods and behavior. It is a form of communication for a lot of people also. So, art is used as a form of conveying history, a lot about our past. Culture is derived from the artwork found on the walls of caves, spaces, etc. So some examples are if a person is angry, the colors that person uses is red, purple, black, and strokes will be bold. If a person is happy, the colors they use are soft like pink, yellow, and light blue.
Ruhika, are you done, Beta?
Yeah.
All right. So do we have anybody who'd like to add to her or, maybe speak something? So she just mentioned, a person being angry and using red as, a color. So yes, it could be also mentioned that color can also how we feel, we can, express it through colors. That is also a form of an art. Do you
But
all
Rupa,
agree?
do you think that it's necessary that you are using those colors only to express your anger or your feelings? Isn't it that you can express your anger and feelings by any other way?
Yeah, you can. That's why people fight and, all the stuff, of course. All right, guys. So, do we have anybody who would like to speak, guys? Ruhika, Mehek, Arav, Vardhan, or Garima? Okay. So, thank you so much, everyone. I hope, all the participants, you did enjoyed it. And thank you so much. You all were amazing. So, art and expression of our existence, we had, a group discussion about that. Thank you so much, everyone. And for all the viewers, please do not forget to, vote for your favorite participants so they can win. Thank you, everyone, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.